this, but it says you can't expect to live a positive life around negative people. It's so true. My name's Jen, guys. I am a nursing school student, and welcome back to Jen Lives Nursing. So the last time I spoke with you guys, it was like spring break, right before spring break, because I was just beginning foundations, fundamentals, and now it's getting ready to end. How time flies! And I know I said I was gonna have my videos be a little further in between, but I don't know if I want to do that. I really like making videos, and anyways, so a lot has happened. As I'm sitting here trying to gather my thoughts and everything that we have done, skills we've learned, theory we've gone over. I had to kind of bring out my calendar here to kind of organize it. So okay, because I have my objectives, of course. This is so it was broken up into two, Foundations 1, Foundations 2, and I'm in the end of Foundations 2 because we're having our final this Thursday, and I totally passed my midterm. I just have to say, whenever I was doing my prerequisites, I was a 4.0 student, like straight A's. Nothing got in my way. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard this nasty little rumor that once you go to nursing school, like the A students become B and sometimes C students. Well, it is so true because I have fallen between that high. I'm totally okay with it. Because you know what? They don't ask you in a job interview, what was your grade? What was your fundamentals final grade? You know, as long as you passed and you become a nurse and pass your boards, that's really all that matters, right? It is hard, nursing school. It's hard. But I feel smarter, even in fundamentals, even though it's like CNA. Okay, but it's not like CNA. I would not even consider this like a CNA program, like the fundamentals part, because CNA, you're just told what to do. In nursing school, you learn why. You know, it's more nursing process. You know, it's ADLs with nursing process. It's you know, cath care and insertion. It's, you know, I learned how to do NG tubes in fundamentals, so it's more than just CNA work. I'm really learning a lot, and I couldn't be more thankful for being in this program. But right before we went to on spring break, we had a lab where we had to take a partner into class. We were assigned certain days to go in, or certain times to go in, and we'd go in with our partner, and we'd come in like a girl sports bra and like shorts, and we had to give each other bed bath. Like, my instructor calls it the perfectly polished patient, and head to toe bed bath. That's how it had to be. And also bed making. I'm the mitering freaking queen. I just would like you to know, if you need your bed mitered, I'm the person to come to, because I can miter those beds. And it's only because of my friend Jade. Hey, Jade. She taught me how to miter the ish out of those beds, and I did it. Okay, great. So we did that. We learned vaginal irrigation. I'm just thinking of skills right now. Vaginal irrigation. I already said NG tubes. We have done the theory on catheterization, but we've done the theory of catheterization, but we haven't done lab yet. We actually start clinicals. Today's Saturday. We started on Tuesday. Woo! We have 3 clinical sites that our class is being broken up into. One is a hospital that has a long-term care side in it, and then the other 2 are long-term care facilities like nursing homes, because we are in the fundamentals part of our clinicals. I am, however, one of the students who did get a badge for the hospital, so I have a feeling that because not everybody got a badge to the hospital. I have a feeling that they're going to send the students who got badges to the hospital, like for clinicals. So it's 3 weeks. We're doing 3 weeks of 3 weeks of foundation clinicals, and we rotate. So if I'm here this week, then I'm there the next week, and I'm there somewhere else the next week. Okay, does that make sense? Great. Monday we have uniform check, because we have 2 sets of uniforms. We have a set of uniforms for theory in the classroom and lab, and then another set of uniforms specifically for clinical. And that's another thing. We start with our cardexes this week, and I'm nervous because that means we have to start our geriatric case study. I'm a little nervous. And we do ATIs. We can't even graduate unless we have an 80% on the ATIs, and the ATIs are harder than NCLEX, from what I've heard. Right now, we're currently on the gerontology and communications questions for ATI. Yeah. We have to get a 90%. We have to get a 90% in order to pass, and I've gotten an 80 so far. So we'll see. And I have a 75 in communications. Apparently, I don't know how to speak to rape victims. I'm trying to remediate it. I'm trying to go back in the book and look and see exactly where I'm falling short. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we have learned, so we went through medical asepsis, standard precautions, some medical terminology, 24-hour clock, military time, hand washing, body mechanics, personal and community health, the patient and his environment, the perfectly polished patient, care of the male and female patient and vaginal irrigation, care of the hair, oral hygiene, urinary elimination, adulthood, gerontology, range of motion, bathing and bed making, care of the sensory impaired patient, complications of bed rest, safety restraints, intake and output, bowel elimination, feeding and oral hygiene, body mechanics, lifting and turning and transfer lab, blind man's walk, positioning to prevent contractures, urinary elimination lab, enema administration, colostomy care. You may have seen my picture on Instagram. We had to use Play-Doh and make little stomas out of Play-Doh and then get these bags. And anyways, yeah. Restraints lab, colostomy lab. And then we did vital signs, of course. We observation and charting, so we learned assessment basically. Introduction to nursing process and patient care plans, isolation technique. Then we had our midterm, and then we had to get this lemon, and the skin of a lemon. It doesn't no two lemons look alike. Well, we had to everybody pick out a lemon, chart on it, assess it, what it looks like, and then we had to pick one, pick a piece of paper and read it, and then see if we could find that lemon. I think 2 people out of almost 30 got it right, or only 2 people out of 30 got it right. Let's see. We were working on care plans. We did bandages and binders. We learned how to do the ones for amputees. I do this because that's what we did to bandage each other. The figure 8, the spiral, application of heat and cold, ISO lab, illness, symptoms, and adaptations. Let's see, NG lab, microbiology, body defenses and immunology, sterile dressing, surgical asepsis, catheterization and bladder irrigation, and right now we are on spiritual care, death, and dying. So Monday Monday we're going to have a sterile dressing lab and the cath lab. We're having cath lab then. Like I said, we had theory for catheterization, but we have not had the lab yet, and that'll be Monday. And then Tuesday, clinical! Yay! I'm super excited. Thursday, we have our final. And not only do we have a final, but we also have level 1 skills. So we have a list, because I'm in an LVN program. It goes level 1, level 2, level 3, and what we should be able to do in level 1, level 2, level 3. We are in level 1 right now. And of all the skills, I'm talking vaginal irrigation, enemas, NG tubes, bed baths, bed making, vital signs, all these skills that we have learned in foundations. It reminded me of the CNA boards, because in my CNA boards we had to pick a card and perform. Each card had 5 skills on it, and you had to perform those 5 skills. Well, that's kind of like what we're doing, except it's 1 skill. So you basically reach in a hat, pick it out, and like have to perform it kind of thing. That's what we're doing. So I need to like just kind of go over my skills. I feel pretty confident about my skills. I really, really, really enjoy doing NGs. Just so you guys know, I really enjoy it. Personally, so we get a lot of alumni that come in and they tell us like how great the program is, how reputable our program is, how they've gotten jobs because of being in our program, and most all of them have gone on to become RNs afterwards, which is totally my plan. This is just, I'm in an LVN program because it's where my life took me right now. I want to become a nurse, and this is the road for me to become a nurse. It's not the road for everybody. Some people prefer to just go straight to like a BSN program or straight to an RN program. This is just the road that works for me right now. But every single one of the alumni, that's neither here nor there, every single one of the alumni has said the biggest problem that they had in nursing school was like their personal life, their relationships. And I can honestly say it has definitely taken a toll on my family life, not just my marriage, but like my relationships, like my family. They don't understand. You can't know unless you're in this situation. You can't. So it's so important to bond with those in your class. And I can honestly say, like, I have such a great relationship with almost everybody in my class. I consider myself a friendly person. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm trusting. I'm very forgiving, and I want to help everybody in my class. Like, I think we should all help each other. That's what we're here for, correct? So I truly feel that me and most of the students that are in my class, we have a really great relationship. So it's important for us to lean on each other. You know, we've lost 2 students already, and we have, and that's scary because it's never expected. It's good. It's good. I'm learning a lot. You know, so yesterday in the mail, you guys, I was kind of hesitant about saying this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm no longer working at my job, the position I had, and you know, I was upset at first, but to be completely honest, I was really unhappy in my position. I'm not going to elaborate a whole lot on it, but I will just say I was really unhappy in my job, and I literally was depressed for like 10 minutes. I got this certified letter in the mail from my employers, and I read it. I was like horribly distraught. I think because of the way it happened, I was distraught. And then I went and I took a bath, and then within 10 minutes I was better. And I thought, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I'm okay with this because honestly, I feel free now. It couldn't have happened at a worse time. My husband had just gotten a new job and then was almost immediately laid off. So as of this very moment, neither me or my husband are working. We have 3 children to support. But like I said, I have no doubts that I can find a job really soon, really, really soon. And him either. You know, he's an electrician by trade, and he is getting into selling insurance, and that's kind of like what he was doing before he got this new job. And I think he's just gonna go back to it. He really wants to, and it's just the flexibility in the hours. I really, you know, I worked for a company, it was just one patient, and I really wanted to get back into a company that was, I really want to work in a hospital or even just multiple patient care. I want to have the diversity. I want to have the, that mixture of client base, the mixture of clientele, because, you know, it gets boring just doing one thing, especially when you're in school and you're learning. And like, I'm like, okay, I know my assessment. I'm going to assess you from head to toe. But how much greater would that be if it was a different person? So I'm okay with it. I was pretty sad for, like I said, like 10 minutes, and I got over it, and I'm moving on. So good riddance. Bye, Felicia. I'm better now. Yeah, Oh, you guys! Okay, so look it. Next to my school, have you guys heard of those Fit Body boot camps? Okay, well, I hadn't. I knew people were doing what was that? What Fit? CrossFit. People were doing like CrossFit, you know? Well, I found a Fit Body boot camp right next to my school. I'm telling you, I have no time to work out because, I mean, I have a little more time now since I'm no longer working, but I will be working soon again. And so there's a class because I have to be at school at like 6:30 in the morning. So there's a class from 5:30 to 6 that I have signed up for. It's 30 minutes. I'm not kidding you. A full body workout in 30 minutes. I'm still a little bit sore, just a little bit sore, but it was so bad that I couldn't walk. I mean, I couldn't sit down on the toilet. When you come out of my classroom, there's a slight decline, and like going down that slight decline, I would hobble down. I got made fun of all week long for my friends at school, but it's seriously, I'm gonna keep going because I feel like I need to lose some weight. I could definitely lose like 15 pounds. I'd be happy with that. So I've been going, I'm going to go 2 times a week if I can and kind of supplement with the gym maybe 1 or 2 times a week in between. But man, that was a full body hard workout in 30 minutes. It was like repetition. Like there was like 6 or 7 different like areas, and like you do burpees in one, and you would do like squats with a medicine ball up in one. And then like the starfish jumping jacks. I'm not even joking. I hurt everywhere. I'm getting better now, but I was hurting everywhere. I was hurting right here. My glutes were hurting. My lower stomach was hurting. My legs were hurting, dude. It was horrible. But you know what? My friend in class are like, "How do you not stink? You know, you sweat that much. You're working out. You're stinking." The secret is to shower beforehand and then like baby wipe yourself and use deodorant and like, you know, dry shampoo. But I think it's important to stay in shape while you're in nursing school because you could easily it could easily get out of hand. Like seriously, because you're so sedentary. You sit in class all day, especially if the days you're not in clinical, and up until the point where you go to clinical, you're just sedentary for so long. You want those days off, like you want those breaks so bad that every time you go on a break, you want to go to Starbucks or you want to go, you know, one problem that I've had is wanting to eat out every single day just because everybody else is. And I really made like a goal and a promise to myself that I'm going to bring my lunch every single day. So this has kind of gotten off topic about nursing school. But it's just the day in the life of me and what I'm doing. I think my next video is going to be like my must-haves for nursing school because I definitely have a list now. You guys, I want to say thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. It's so humbling to know that there are people out there who are interested in my life, interested in what goes on, because I'm such a boring person. I feel like I'm so boring. I'm just like this mom who goes to nursing school. But you know what? That's how I got started doing my own YouTube channel. I was inspired by others, different than me, but others. I was inspired to do this, to reach out, because I honestly don't think I would be in nursing school today if it wasn't for other YouTubers. And that's no joke. So I just want you to know, you mama out there with 5 kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, single mom, married, you know, no job, with a job, on welfare, you can do it. You can go to nursing school. If it's your dream, you can do it. And you're probably saying, oh man, there's 2 years of prerequisites. You know, there's schools out there where you can get your LVN first, and then as you're working, making a little more money than minimum wage, you know, $17 to $25 an hour you could be making while you're getting your prerequisites done to go to RN school. I mean, you can do it. I am one of the few in my class that have my prerequisites done. Most don't, and that's okay. That's what LVN school programs are for. They're vocational for a reason. It's just that first year of nursing school, man. I'm telling you, you can do it. So if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. I do it because I love nursing, you guys. Keep on nursing. Bye.